All right, I'm for Taliaferro, Mr. Taliaferro TV. I had to take a break from my NBA Finals coverage to kind of comment on something that happened yesterday. LeBron James' home was vandalized. The N-word was wrote on some of his property, and this ain't no nigga with an A. This is the ER Connect. This is something that as black people we deal with, to me, on the inside on a daily basis. It's just people don't want us around, you know. And to be fair, I've seen racist black people, I've seen racist white people, I've seen racist people of all kinds. Let's be clear. But there's some sort of, we don't want you here. I feel it when I'm moving certain areas around this country, especially the South. You feel it. You feel it. And it could be quite disturbing if you let it get to you. And LeBron commented on it, and he was pretty much like on the eve of one of our greatest sporting events. And he's talking about the NBA Finals again. This was yesterday. It was like, it's tough being black in this country. That is the reality of the situation. I didn't think anything LeBron James said was out of bounds. I watched the press conference. I thought LeBron James took a negative and tried to turn it into a positive the best way he could. By the way, none of LeBron's family was there. Nobody got hurt. His people were in his Cleveland home, so he didn't have to worry about that. I think LeBron uses his LA home to like work out and like for close friends or something like that in the off season. So nobody was hurt. This was just a ploy to try to get under LeBron James' skin. Obviously, the finals are taking place in Golden State for the first couple of days. That's out in California. It could have been a Warriors fan, but that's taking the game of basketball entirely too far. This is just an entertainment at the end of the day. You're talking about somebody who has to deal with that. Of course, I'm pretty sure LeBron gets called that word every day of his life. And all he does is play a game of basketball and try to inspire people to do better. This is just entertainment at the end of the day. Shouldn't be taken more serious than that, even though some people do. As fans, sometimes you got to realize you got to chill the hell out. And when that N-word come out with that ER connotation, you know there's something more there. A hate for your kind. And with that being said, Jason Whitlock, it's going to come out today, guys. Y'all know I'll be ahead of all my sports content. I'm telling y'all, I'll be ahead of stuff. Jason Whitlock was on the Herd today. It's the most trended, talked about thing right now. Jason Whitlock was on the Herd today. And he pretty much, in so many words, was like, LeBron, you're rich. You don't deal with racism. Your life is good. You can't say it's tough being black in America. Jason Whitlock, these are words that came out of Jason Whitlock's mouth. For those who don't know, Jason Whitlock is reporter. I can't go as far to say respected reporter. He was a former guy at ESPN. He helped create some black platforms, but he also had a negative vibe in him from the people that worked with him. Most people didn't have anything good to say about him when he left ESPN. He left ESPN on terrible terms. And Jason Whitlock was like, man, it's tough being poor of any race. It's not tough being black in America. All right. Because here's the thing. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and give them respect. I get on here and talk about rappers and things that they're doing. It's not really serious. I know I have an entertainment purpose in the platform, in the culture as well, as to give people the news and give them my real, honest thoughts. I get that. But Jason Whitlock, come on. You cooning. You cooning. And I don't even like using that word like that because I got a really strong... I don't take that word lightly. When I hear people say Jason Whitlock is going farther to almost get the appreciation of white people, and then I hear Charlamagne say something that's very important when he gave Whitlock the donkey of the day last week, or whatever it was. Very important that you realize white people who are not racist don't want to hear you try to cater to them. They don't want to hear that either. What are we doing here? What do you mean, Jason? It's not tough being black. And I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. You're entitled to your own opinion, just like I'm giving mine right now. It's not easy when I walk into a store and I'm literally chased around the store. This has happened to me. This ain't some shit I'm making up. This happened to me. walked around the store, I'm looked at more than the next guy because I'm black. It's not easy walking into these. I was at a predominantly white institution for four years. Trust me, it ain't easy walking into these spots trying to get my show pitched, trying to be a producer, trying to do different things. Now, the school I went to, University of Tennessee, granted me some opportunities, and I'm forever grateful for them because they push diversity. But it ain't easy. It ain't easy making strides when you're up for the promotion and you're going against a white candidate and they have a spotty clean image. It ain't easy. I seen something come out about how it's going to be tough for HBCUs going forward because the funding is going to get cut more and more, or they're not going to give additional funding. Man, it's not easy to get to college if you're coming from a poor background. There are not a lot of ways. You could tell somebody hustle, hustle, hustle all you want, and I push that energy with the best of them because I do believe if you grind, you could figure some things out. But everybody's not going to be a YouTube guy, or everybody's not going to be on television, or be an athlete, or be a entertainer. Somebody's got to work at a hospital, and that doesn't mean that they're going. Let's make this clear. Anybody that works at a hospital in that profession, they're just as valuable as a teacher. They're just as valuable. Teachers, doctors, even the nurses, they're just as valuable as any other job in this country. The only difference is pay. It's not easy getting to college or coming up from a poor neighborhood. I did it. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. It took a special mentality in me to make it thus far, and I'm still battling with stuff. Lack of opportunities. And I know, and I can tell y'all something real. You look at who I've interviewed, you look at my life, and I'm not complaining or nothing like that because TALIAFERRO is good. You look at my life. Imagine if I was white, where I'd be right now with all the interviews I've obtained by myself and my closest partners around me. Imagine where I'd be if I was white and that Rick Ross was a white star and that so-and-so was Taylor Swift. We talking about a whole different atmosphere. Come on, y'all. It's not being a black in this country. Jason, you losing it, brother. I know you live very wealthy or very decent, but you can't forget where you came from that far. It ain't easy. I'll take it as far as this. It ain't easy creating the grind hard mentality in our people right now. That's becoming difficult because there's so much hate. Brokenness creates so much of a negative vibe. Even with our people, we want to kill our own people. We don't want to see our own people win. What Kodak said, they don't want to see you win. That's real. It ain't just the ops. Sometimes your family member is your op. Sometimes your next door neighbor who got the same complexion of you is an op. It ain't easy being black in this country. What in the hell are you talking about, Jason? It's not easy in this country because we're literally set up to fail. You can say this, America's the land of opportunity. Yes, if things fall in your lap, or if you work your behind off, yes, and you gotta work to get where you want to be in this country, and everybody has that opportunity. But gosh, I say this all the time. If I'm starting a race, all right, I might be quicker than the next, but if he starts halfway towards the finish line before I get started in the race, even though I'm quicker than him, it's gonna be tough for me to catch up with him because we ain't got the same starting point. And the reality of the situation is most black people don't have the same starting point as white or other minorities. And it's tough. We're trying to figure this out. Our families don't come from wealth. We're lucky to we're at that point now where maybe the generation before us, maybe the 55, 60-year-olders have wealth, or where we're able to create wealth. And I want you to really go look up the definition of the word wealth. Maybe. But for the most part, we come from families that were just trying to make by and get to their retirement, or get that 65K or whatever you call it, 50, whatever the hell it is, and be able to live in a decent sized home. That's what the goal is for our people. We trying to change that mentality, but it's gonna take time. For you to not emphasize the fact that it's definitely tough to change that mentality in our people when our people are dying left and right, killing each other, don't even value the lives. And if you think for one, man, Jason, if you think for 1 second that the playing fields are even, you really have lost it. And I kind of want to hope that you're doing this just to gain the respect of your white coworkers. I kind of want to hope that's what you're doing it for, because if this is really you, this is really sad. Jason Whitlock says LeBron James is wrong about saying that black people deal with struggles, or the black people being black is tough. He said that's not the case. Being poor is tough. And I'm not saying being poor, and I'm not trying to compare being black and poor, because most times being black is poor. Did you forget that, Jason? That's the case most time. Most of our people are poor. You're the anomaly. You're the minority in being someone who's higher up. Most of our people are poor. Go look at the numbers. What do you guys think about this? Talk to me in the comment box below. Sick of Jason. I'm telling you, man. I try to respect people like Jason Whitlock, man, but he making it hard. What y'all think? Talk to me in the comment box below. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview, video, or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@itsmrtaliaferro.com. Again, that's booking@itsmrtaliaferro.com.